Okay, what's up everybody? We're live. We have 80 people already.
The Blue Pit is watching.
80?
Yeah, it's in climbing. We have
Oh my
a bunch of
God.
people here. I'm recording with my camera above you. You can't see it, but it's for my YouTube channel. Yeah, we're just hanging out. So feel free to send us questions.
Okay, I'm gonna want to.
Oh yeah, do you follow Kyle Tsuchiya daily? Do you know
Oh
about
no,
this?
I know about that though. Yeah, I don't.
It's weird. It's
It's
so
kinda
weird.
funny.
It's like Happy Monday, and it's Kyle.
It's pretty funny. Who's the better drummer?
We're all better at different things.
Yes, I would. That's a very accurate assessment.
I think so.
We're like for people that have marched this many seasons together, you know, like we drum well together, but we are all definitely different drummers. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
this activity is really weird. Like it's seemingly so big when you're in it, but like
It's such a small.
but it's also like a small bubble that the rest of the world has no idea about. Like we, you know, we marched Bluecoats and we marched Broken City, and we were fortunate enough to win WGI this year, and you know, it's like while we're there, it's like, you know, it's like we won the Super Bowl kind of almost, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, once the confetti, you know, lands and it's all over, and we load up the truck and we come back here, and it's like
regular
we're
people.
just normal
Yeah.
people.
We were even at the airport and we were like, we had our medals on and we were saying to each other like, no one knows what you got for.
Yeah.
Favorite show that we marched and one show that we would want to march that we did not march. Seed was pretty cool just because it was a new experience. I think it would be like, I don't want to just say it's one of my favorites because like we did really well, but I mean it is a cool show, so I think I have to say that one. I think Session 44 was probably the most fun I've had like performing a show, at least in the summer.
I would say the same shows that Fitz mentioned, because not only like, yes, we were successful in the season at WGI, but it was I'd like to think that we were pushing the envelope for the standard of the activity in terms of like, you know, what's normally accepted and what people expect. And then Session 44 in general was just a really, really fun show to march.
My real answer would be this year's Broken City show as well, but in an effort to be different. I'll talk about Bluecoats 2016. I liked performing that show for a lot of the same reasons as we all liked performing this year's Broken City show, just because of how different the show was in its respective activity at the time. Not only that, it was pretty easy physically. So it was just like really fun to perform, and you know, at the end of it, I wasn't dying of exhaustion. I was a big Blue Devils fan in high school, and I went to a System Blue Camp in 2012.
Is there a video?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a video. There are some pictures of me. I did not end up watching Blue Devils, but that was a really good experience, and I really liked that year's drumline and that year's show, the 2012 Blue Devils.
What is your favorite high school and why is it Eden Prairie? Of course our favorite high school is Eden Prairie.
Jared's too. Yeah.
Yeah, Jared's too. Who's the center snare for 19? It's Jared.
Jared, that's why he's here.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah. What
I'm just hanging out.
what relevance would Jared have? Somebody says play a High Mom Buzz.
Okay.
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't. It's hard to-
Oh god, I hit it too hard.
That was-
Do that anymore?
That's the way to do it.
Smash the like button if Jared should start a podcast.
Yeah.
What would it be?
I would probably want to talk about like how the marching arts applies to like outside your life.
You
know?
Yeah, I would talk about that.
Because I feel like there's podcasts that talk about stuff happening inside of the marching world, and like, you know, politics and controversy and like what's going on, who's doing stuff well, who's different. But not a lot of people talk enough about like the
purpose of why we
exactly
do it. to
like
apply
the
it.
higher purpose of like how you can apply this stuff to your life.
I can definitely see that going somewhere, like, because a common misconception is that like everybody that does drum corps is like a music major, you know?
I also used to think that.
And
yeah.
so, and like that, I don't think
I'm a psychology major.
Any of us. None of us did.
I'm a sociology and human resourcing major.
Yeah, and I'm in marketing.
So none of these apply like directly to music.
Right, and so it'd be interesting to see how like you could have conversations with people.
And exactly, you could bring in people in like different fields of their life.
And hear how, drum corps has affected their lives.
The Office or Parks and Rec?
Oof.
Non-band question, but still an important question.
I think they're both great.
I do think they're both great. I
Parks and Rec.
personally prefer Parks and Rec as well.
Okay. Let's break this down a little bit.
Just a little.
What? I think The Office is like the greatest show of all time.
All right, next question.
That innovates Snare. Zach Wilson.
Well, I think the majority of people like The Office more.
I think so.
And so I'm surprised that 2 out of the three of us like Parks and Rec more, because I think that's statistically backwards.
Okay, Zach DeSwanky wants to know our favorite Chino Hills show.
Ooh.
Which is actually a pretty good question.
There was one, I forget which year it was exactly, but the center snare had this solo where it was just singles.
A timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can.
But it was the crazy, fastest single I've ever seen from a high school kid.
Kyle, has your right hand improved?
Have you fixed your right hand?
Nope.
Funniest, scariest fail while performing a show. I think it probably should be from us.
So.
Yeah, he doesn't tick.
He doesn't tick.
If you could be any superhero, who would it be?
Oh. Everyone is a superhero in their own way.
Oh, that's so cute. Kyle, everybody.
Okay, really though.
I've had 3 people just say leadership advice ?
That's a good one.
I think that would be a good question.
If you're put in a leadership position, in any context, not just band, I think there's just a certain level of trust in yourself that you need to have. You have to understand that you were put in that position for a reason, and you weren't put in that position to be anybody else. There were so many great Bluecoats center snares before me, and I was heavily influenced by them, and it's good to be influenced by them, but I don't think as a leader you are supposed to be a direct replica of anybody else.
So I think one thing that I did a lot of in the off season before 2018 was make sure that I was true to what I wanted and what I wanted to accomplish as a leader, and the kind of drumline that I wanted to stand in the middle of, and make sure that that your drumline or your group, I guess, knows what you stand for and your values are, and that you're gonna let that be a factor that drives your leadership, and you're not just gonna be this leader one day and this leader the next day. You're gonna do it from your values and from your moral compass and your ethics. Because
leadership is servile. I think leadership should be servile, because you're not it's not like you and then everybody else. You're on the same level as everybody. Everybody is good at one thing. For example, somebody in the snare line might be really good at something that I'm not good at. Because even though I'm in charge, I'm not good at everything. And I shouldn't try to be good at everything, because in reality, I can't be good at everything.
Yeah, that humility is so important. Acknowledge, trust your abilities and trust that you are in the position for a reason, but also acknowledge your weaknesses and acknowledge the strengths and weaknesses of others. It's okay to not know everything.
Yeah, the ability to acknowledge your weaknesses is a strength in itself.
Yeah.
And going off of what I was saying before Kyle interrupted me.
Sorry.
No. For example, somebody might be really good at learning music and has techniques for learning music that I may not have, or somebody has technique stuff that they're good at that I might not be good at. That's something that I'm utilizing this summer.
I think on the other side of that same coin too, just make sure if someone is your section leader and you can do one specific thing better than them, or you happen to know an answer in a specific situation quicker than them, don't let that become some crazy power trip. They're still, at the end of the day, they're still your leader, and you should trust them.
You can come back in the show.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah. Can I add on to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we had a really good dynamic this winter. That could have been bad, because
definitely.
We have
the 3 of us weren't the center snare.
Oh yeah.
in the snare line. Like Zach Romeo was the snare. But I think there was just a mutual level of respect and understanding that occurred that allowed us to be successful.
Yeah, definitely.
Because of those things.
And big ups to Zach because Zach.
Oh yeah, he did a really
really
good job. Man, lots of knowledge being dropped right now. We're so.
Kyle, do the hat thing.
We don't have a hat.
He doesn't have a hat.
Sorry.
Go watch the other video. If you want to
We
see
do
Kyle.
have a hat.
It's okay. Go watch the other video.
Yeah, let's go watch the other video.
Kyle's hair looks good today.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you. You got it. Still got it, guys.
Oh, that's a good question. If WGI removed the age out limit like it does for independent winter guard, would we keep marching?
Okay.
I get asked this
it
like
depends.
a lot.
It
Actually.
depends. If the rule got eliminated like during this off season, then no, I would be done because I approached this entire season like I was gonna be done.
Yeah, it'd be hard to not. But if like.
But if the rule didn't exist in the first place, like at all, it had never existed, then I'd probably still be marching. I honestly probably wouldn't be here in California for this season. That would have changed things quite a bit.
It almost like sends you off into the real world. You know what I mean? Like it gives you a caution. You're like, hey, you can enjoy this for this amount of time. Do it while you can, so you don't have any regrets, and then you can do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because some people like these guys like move their whole life. Now they're done. Now they're moving on to bigger things. And there is a certain amount of closure you get from having this like cut off. It was a good season, but
Okay, we have less than 5 minutes left. I think we should do our playing
Oh
things.
god. Okay.
Should we start with the SRC lick?
Sure.
Oh, I haven't played. Oh god.
I haven't either, so
Alright, here we go.
this could be really bad. I'm sorry. Okay, that was safe.
I broke.
All right, Twitch.
Yep.
So
So-
I do
Fair
12,
top.
13.
Yeah.
Are we doing the
19.
whole thing?
No, let's
No, just through the.
do this over.
Release?
Yeah,
Okay.
low release.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining. This was really fun. I'm glad we got to do this.
Yeah.
Because this is really the only time we're ever going to be living in the same state. We love you guys. Thank you for all the love and support of Bluecoats and Broken City.
Yeah.
Be sure to follow us in all the ways. Zach's Instagram and YouTube channel.
It's just my name.
Jared's Instagram.
Is this his name with an underscore?
My Instagram and YouTube channel. Yeah. Follow the
For the
Babe
summer.
line for updates during
try
the
to-
summer.
Bye now. Bye bye.
Boom.
Publish.
That was good.
That's better than last time.